Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks, and just playing around today and kind of made this design either 8-sided or 6-sided. 6 maybe looks a little bit better, so we're just going to make one real quick. And if we look real close and put in the yellow box and go to Object, Order, back a page, those other lines are transparent, and I did that on purpose. So it's a pretty cool design. Let's just make one. So what you're going to do, you're going to take your polygon and make it either 6 or 8 or whatever. Hold down the control button to make it perfect and hit P. That put it in the center of the page because it's pretty important. But now you don't want to change it or anything, but we're going to contour it. We're going to go to Effects and Contour, and we're going to contour 0.5. And then I'm going to go and break the contour apart. I'm only using the inside contour as a reference. So get the shape tool and select all 3 of these nodes on the outer contour, the outer polygon. Click right and turn them into a curve. Then get that center one and have it snap to that line. Now we're through with this inner one for right now. We're going to hold down the Shift key. I'm going to actually make it a polygon this time. Last time I rounded off the corners. But we need to round off the outside corners. It's still a polygon. So we can take the shape tool, take that node right there, and I double clicked on it. Maybe I made it into a, there we go, need to make it symmetrical. We're just trying to round that corner off a little bit. And what that did, it rounded the other corners the same thing, if you can see. So we're going to round it a little bit more. That's probably good right there. And then just whatever you think, I'm going to try a little bit different this time. I'm going to take a 2-point line, 3-point curve line, and I'm going to go from almost that edge to almost that edge, but then I'm going to give it a little bit of a twist. Now take that line, Control D and make a duplicate of it. Go to the center of the page with your rotation. And we're there. And rotate it 60 degrees. Now we can take the Smart Fill tool and fill in that shape, and let's nudge it up out of the way. That's really all we need with the rest of it, so we can delete it. Now we're going to take this shape, we're going to put it back where it was. We're going to clone it. We're going to go to Edit, Clone. We're going to click on the rotation and put it in the center. Doesn't look like it is, but it is. Then we're going to rotate the clone 60 degrees. Well, one thing I forgot to do, and it just showed up. So what I want to do first, before I do that, I'm going to have to back up and make it where it's not a clone. I'm going to left click. I'm going to left click, right click, and I'm going to contour this time 0.1. We need a little bit smaller shape. And you can do any number. Go up to Object and break the contour apart. Get rid of that outer contour. Now we can delete all these lines. We just remember we need to nudge it down 1 time. So we can get rid of all this by hitting delete. Nudge this down 1 time. Let's go ahead and fill it in with blue or whatever color you want. Go up to Edit and clone it. Double click on the rotation and move the rotation to the center. And what that's going to do, when I rotate it 60 degrees, there's going to be that contour gap that we want. Then I can Control D, rotate it 120 degrees. Control D, I hit Control S. Control D, Control D, Control D. Now what you can do, this is still our control curve. Tell you what, let me get rid of the indexing lines now. And I'm going to get the interactive fill tool, and I'm just going to kind of swipe across it And I'm going to make this one a little darker. Maybe make it a little bit darker. And we can still use our slide bar back and forth to do whatever we want. And you could put any shape in the center. It doesn't have to be a polygon. It could be a rounded off polygon like it did before, or it could have been a circle. You know, whatever you really want. You know, particularly might not even need to have a shape in the middle. You could have met in the middle. Pretty cool little project. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.